Hi, my name is Ron Utter, and I would like to be a part of your business. If you're in advertising, marketing, branding, I'd love to be a part of your solutions. I could be your figure. I could be your personality. I could be your producer. I could even be just your voice. If that's all you need, I'd love to be able to do it to satisfy your standards and those of your clients. Let me tell you what all I can bring to the table. I have many years' experience in radio as a production director, as an on-air personality, as a copywriter, a producer, an all-around jack of trades in the radio industry. When radio stations first started adding websites, I started working on websites. When we started adding video as features on our websites, I started producing video for features for the websites. For many years, I'd also been doing voiceovers for advertising agencies for both radio and TV commercials all over the country. The cultivation of these relationships led me to start doing volunteer work with WTVP Channel 47 Public Television in Peoria, and helping with fundraising events and being an on-air pitch man for auctions and sales. It was there that I started to get more involved, to study the nuts and bolts of everything behind operation of a TV station and a production facility. Getting together my own equipment and software and learning how to put the same dramatic flair into video production that I had always achieved with audio production for radio. I can also provide a long list of references who can tell you I was pretty damn good at it. I just don't think it's right to put a lot of time into something unless you're absolutely certain that you can excel at it. I've used all the hot software, learned to manipulate all the bells and whistles, and helped a lot of other people to learn how to announce so that they can sell using only their voice. Most recently, I was under the employ of Advanced Media Partners Radio Group in Peoria, Illinois, 4 radio stations that I had been with way before AMP showed up. It actually started with a company called AAA Entertainment Radio back in 2001. I came aboard with a whole group of people who had been there for some time. In time, it started to dwindle. AAA Entertainment was moving on in different directions, and we ended up with a smaller staff and the stations up for sale, of course. Those 4 stations were then purchased by Independence Media, a company out of Houston, Texas. I stayed on with that group through their entire 3-year ownership of the 4 stations, and at the end of that period was probably the only one left who knew where all the switches and plugins were for everything in the building. So as an operations director at the time, and a program director of a couple of stations, I stayed on through the entire sale and takeover by Advanced Media Partners in order to help them get everything together, move into a new facility, and get everything up and running. Unfortunately, once again, things weren't going as well as had been expected, so the staff started to dwindle. And this is where I made the decision that it was time to rely only on myself. The simple truth is I need to be a part of a team in order to make that happen. Nobody can do anything great by themselves. So now I'm looking for that kind of a winning team, an organization that has had some longevity and success. Currently, my plan is to get my own production company up and running and become a part of other organizations and their great success by furnishing the useful parts that they need to make their services complete.